So if I had one cleaning hack for the Roomba Max 705, it would be this little pre-filter. I would take this off every couple weeks because it's really going to block your suction power and it gets super dirty, but it's reusable. Take it to the sink, dry it, blow it off, or let it dry in the sun, click it into place. This would be the one cleaning hack I would do for the Roomba 705. Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to do all the maintenance and give you my 3-month testing results on the Roomba Max 705 roller. So I'm going to show you how to reset the maintenance reminders, how to do all the maintenance, change out the mop roller, some cleaning hacks for the dirty water tank, change the dust bag. Then I'll kind of show you how it did at my studio, and I'll give it my scoring system. I've got a brand new scoring card out. We're going to talk about hassle factor, hair and pet test, corner sweep, vacuum and mopping, clutter. And then at the end of it, I'll say, is it a gold standard, buy it, wait for a deal, or skip it? So if you're not aware, the Roomba Max 705 mop roller has a history of problems. So it took me 3 units to get a good one. I had to send 2 units back. 1 unit leaked like crazy because it couldn't suck the water up. The next unit was just kind of dead on arrival. The 3rd unit, I had to install some special washers, which iRobot will give you. And I think the new units are coming with these. And there's been several updates to the robot, and the updates can take a while, and it's a little confusing when or if they happen. And I'll just get right to the point. With all that, I still gave it a pretty valid testing, and it just is not living up to what type of robot. This is a super expensive robot, and for what you're paying for this robot, you're not getting good results. It's very heavy. I've had lots of glitches with it, with the docking station, kind of not knowing if the dust bag's installed sometimes, or the dirty water tank. It's rather large and heavy for what you're getting, and it just doesn't do the best job of vacuuming. Now, with that being said, there is a bright spot. Now, that bright spot is robot health. So we're going to go in. This is when it tells you how to maintain the robot, and this is very well organized. Some of the places you can order the parts, but they're all available on Amazon. The parts are kind of expensive. The mop roller's expensive, the filters, the dust bag. So this is one of the more expensive for parts, but they've got how-to, and these are excellent. So I'm glad to see that this is built into the app. How to maintain these robots. This is lacking on so many robots. So this is A+ for how to maintain a robot built into the app. And as you can see, we've got quite a few. We're going to do all the maintenance. We're going to do the mop roller, dock washing system, mop washing system, the edge brushes, the multi-surface brushes, the filter, and the dust disposal bag. So up here, I've got the tanks out right now. But here is the dust bag. So you're simply going to lift that up. Now there is a micro switch in the bottom of this. Make sure when you get, it does come with an extra one. Make sure that opening is open. But when you push it down, make sure the filter's not in there. But you want to hear that micro switch. So see how the dust bag is not in the way. Push down. You may not hear it. Well, it was a little hard to hear, but there is a micro switch. Little cleaning tool up here. Kind of put the bag down in here. You can put your spare bag here. Now the dirty water tank, I've got links to all of this. This is on my website, justadadapproved.com. All the cleaning tools you're going to see. This is the world famous Walmart cleaning brush from Just a Dad. And when you're all done cleaning this, it does get really dirty and stinky. Put an Effordent tablet in each time you empty it. This is a cleaning hack, so I empty mine and wash it out, but then I always put an Effordent tablet in there. As the dirty water rises, it will kill the odor. Clean water tank, it's got a little filter down there at the bottom of the tube. Now, I don't put the solution in here. I add my solution right to the clean water because I'm not sure what mixture ratio it's using. It didn't seem like it was using much at all. I use some Shark Vac Mop. You can use Bona. That works really well. This is all on my website, justadadapproved.com. And if you want to see robots that I highly recommend, like the Mova, Matrix 10, and others, and you can see the scoring system on these, check out justadadapproved.com. I buy and test these robot vacuum cleaners with my own money so that I can give you my honest results. Now the dust bag, you should be able to get about a couple months out of it, but you simply just throw it away. Now one of the things you're going to be cleaning is down here. This I've had to clean a couple times. This does get pretty dirty. It's easy to clean, but it does get pretty dirty. I haven't had any leaks now since, and we can take this, there's like a little magnet. This is where the hot air comes out. There's a little opening, but there's the micro switch. If that fills up with water, you get an error. The auto empty. Now you are going to want to turn the robot off. You have to hold the power button for a really long time. It's like 10 to 15 seconds and it'll say powering down. But one of the shortcomings, and this is pretty typical of Roombas, is the dust band. It's small. I've had a couple issues with it, but mainly it's filter. For a robot to have good suction, these filters, in my opinion, should be a little bit bigger. You're going to pull it out. It's full of, it's got this pre-like filter on it. We're going to take this over and clean it. They don't really say if these are washable. Most robots, these are washable. You let it dry in the sun, but we don't really get that. There's the dustbin. It's kind of small. We're going to clean it. Also empties out the bottom. Here's the dirty water tank. We're going to take that over to the sink and clean it. Now we do have some sensors on the back. There is a sensor right here on the front. It's in pretty good shape. Now the robot's not been, it's big, so it doesn't go under a lot of stuff at all. But it's not getting scraped up. There's a sensor right here. Now we're going to take this mop roller out, press that button, pull that out, press this button right here, and this whole tray comes out. So we can take this over to the sink. I have had a few issues with this. When it was cleaning up some big messes, this did get pretty dirty. And one time it vacuumed up some coffee. So kind of some problems there. There's the motor. Now we do have some cliff sensors. These are so it doesn't fall down your stairs. There's the carpet sensor. You don't want to damage that. You may have to blow some slight air in it. But clean, these are the cliff sensors right here. Those little windows. They're a little hard to clean actually. Now, this another downfall of this, these things do like to fall off sometimes, but mainly they don't clean very good when it comes to cleaning in corners, and these are getting pretty beat up here. So they just pull off. You do get some hair wrap under them sometimes, but you will have to replace them. They are color-coded, one's left, or A and B. Yeah, this one hasn't fallen. This one has fallen off. Front wheel's in good shape. Now, another area is hair wrap. Press this little button here, lift this up. Now, these are designed, they got little flutes that the hair is supposed to go to the end so that you can pull it off. And you'll see that here. See, there's where the long hair is right there. And down here, you'll get a bunch of hairs down in there. So it doesn't do a good job. It tries to prevent the hair wrap by sending it down the end of the roller. We get a bunch here. There's just better ways of doing this nowadays. You know, Mova's got the best one, or I'm sorry, well, they got a good one too, but Roborock has a split brush rule. You know, we get a bunch of hair wrap. So while these are okay, they're not the best for long hairs. But we're going to clean this down here. Now, this is about as far as the robot comes apart. There's the cover that goes over it. This typically this is the cover that covers the mop roller. It's kind of loud. I'm surprised I don't see, it seems like it's always scraping, but I don't see a bunch of scrapes on it. So that's good. All right. Okay, let's clean the dirty, now let's clean the filter first. It does not feel like it's, yeah, okay, yeah, there's that pre-filter. So this screen here, you should be cleaning that every couple weeks. Looks like it is reusable. Put this on outside, let it dry in the sun, or put it on a register. Let's get some scrubbing bubbles. Dirty water tank's not in too bad a shape. I'm glad that it's removable. I'm glad that we can clean it. Now they want you to take, this is like a check valve. They want you to take it off. It's a little hard. I don't recommend taking it off. It looks like it's in pretty good shape here. Yeah, I don't want to pull that and try, I don't want to break that. So just kind of pinch it, make sure it's like an opening. Like I said, I've cleaned this a couple times. Now the trick with this one is it's got a hinge. See that hinge right there? You got to hold it open while you clean it. Now it does have this black part you take off. Like I said, I've had to clean that once already. There was a problem with it earlier when it cleaned up a big mess. But at least this is all washable. Here's this thing gets pretty, it just gets pretty dirty. There's no flapper in there. Sometimes there is. You want to make sure these flaps are in good shape. Nothing's clogging those. All right, good shape. So if you're like me and you're in a hurry, this tool, I've got a link to it on my website, justadadapproved.com. Now it won't perfectly dry this, but at least it gets it pretty clean. This other stuff, it does a really good job with. You just keep wiping it out. Just keep kind of wiping it out and then it'll dry. All right, let's turn our attention. Now you can wipe this area clean. Be careful down there. Let's get this all wiped clean. And then I like to give it just one final, kind of blow it all off, but be careful of the carpet sensor. Check the wheels. No hair wrap on the wheels. They're doing in good shape. There is a little membrane down here, between the dust bin and this, so be careful, don't tear that. All right, let's reassemble it. These used to be color-coded, but they're not. You got to look at these symbols. So you got to look at this part here, that's either like a hexagon or a square. So the hexagon goes there, the dark green goes forward, light green goes back. Kind of put it in, kind of rotate it. There. See how it went down? Now put that end down. Same with this one. The open end goes to the left. Rotate it, then push it down. Make sure those are down. These will get tears on them after a while. That's when you know it's time to replace them. And click that into place. Now this part's a little tricky, but once you get it, so here it is. Now the black part, that's all nice and clean. Make sure you snap that down and it's nice and flush. So this is the tray or the slide. And you want to slide that in. You're going to see there's an opening right here. It looks like a butter knife. So the butter knife needs to go in. It should go nice and easy till it clicks into place, and that is nice and flush. Now I don't have a new mop roller. It's in really good shape. You could wash it in the sink. That will freshen it up because these things get a lot of dirt on them. So rotate it in, okay? Then rotate this, and it should click into place.
The rolling mop pad has been installed.
Ooh, I forgot to turn it off. So like that, click.
The rolling mop pad has been installed.
You can see everything is nice and flush with the cover. You can even put the dirty water tank in from here. It cleaned up very nice. Again, I didn't take that part off. It seemed like it was on there pretty good. Definitely get in there and scrub this. I probably could have done a little bit better job. That's a float that goes up and down. Make sure it's closed, nice and flush. This area too I cleaned. So then you just, whoops, don't grab it right there. Just slide it in. And the dirty water comes out right here into this little trough. Then it goes into there, then it gets sucked out. So if I had one cleaning hack for the Roomba Max 705, it would be this little pre-filter. I would take this off every couple weeks because it's really going to block your suction power and it gets super dirty, but it's reusable. Take it to the sink, dry it, blow it off, or let it dry in the sun, click it into place. This would be the one cleaning hack I would do for the Roomba 705. Okay, now we got to put the filter in. There is a little handle here. And there's a little notch. It'll only go one way. So there's a notch right there. See the notch right here. Little handle, grab the little handle, put it in. Nice and flush. It will not go, and then this has to be nice and flush. Put it in. Whoops. The angle goes forward. Make sure. That's nice and flush, and there you go. You can dock the robot, that turns it on, or you can press the power button. Okay, so let's go to robots 705. I labeled it number 3 because it was my number 3rd unit. Real quickly, looks like they're up to software version 936. They even give you a dock software. That's new. There's the birthday, October 13th, 20. It's January. It's almost February 1st. So I've had this almost 4 months. Very few settings. That's kind of another downfall with this as far as, and the app's just a little off in my opinion. When you go to the mapping and like here's this 705. Yeah, I mean, it does a good job of mapping. Sometimes it just has navigation issues. Sometimes it'll spin, it'll clean over here real good for a while, then it doesn't go. I've had quite a few no-go zones because it does get stuck. But let's go back to the robot, go to robot health. Dock washing. So let's click the little down arrow right there, and then how to clean. Where's the reset? I was really praising how to do this, and where's the reset button? A little glitch in the app, I hope. There's no reset button for that one. Edge sweeping brush. If I replaced them, I would reset it. Multi-surface brushes. Filter. I didn't replace it. Dust bag. There is a thing for the dust bag. I guess the reset doesn't show up till you have more time on it. Still not. These show up, and maybe there's no timer. I don't know. I hate when there's unknowns. Now, I didn't do the mop roller, but if I did, I would reset it. Yeah, see the reset button's there. It's just not on these two. Dock washing system and mop. Yeah. Well, there you have it. Okay, so my overall score for the Roomba Max 705 combo looks like the hassle factor. There's just way too much hassle with this robot. I had to purchase 3 of them and send 2 back. And if you've ever had to send a robot vacuum cleaner back, it is a pain. The hair and pet test, again, it gets quite a bit of hair wrap on that. Corner sweep is not that good. Probably the best. It actually isn't too bad of a mop and not too bad of a vacuum. It's a better mop than vacuum. It just doesn't use much water. Clutter test, it actually avoids the sensor on the front, which looks like a camera, but apparently it's not a camera, is a good sensor. It has a light. So it does avoid obstacles really well. Overall score 2.5. I mean, not even 3. This is definitely going to be a skip it. Some of the major things, hair wrap. There's not many settings for the base station. This is one of the heavier robots I've had to pick up, and you have to pick it up quite a bit because of the navigation issues. It's big, and that small filter for the dustbin. So this robot did not even make it out of my studio. So they got to make it past the studio where I have it run here every night and do different things. And in the morning I come in, how's it doing? And I kind of keep track on it here. But when it can't even pass the studio test, it won't make it to my home. Oh, and there's probably 2 major things with this that are wrong. It's a super high price tag. This is not a premium robot by any means. Premium robots handle hair, do a really good job of mopping. They have dirt detection sensors. They can detect dirt and stuff. So, and the hassle factor. There's just way too much hassle with this sometimes. So that's the main thing it's got the price point of a premium robot, but it's not. So if So if a robot shows up on my website, justadadapproved.com, it's going to have these videos to back it up. Now, this one will not show up on my website, but I do show you how to do the maintenance. They did sell quite a few of these, so I thought I would at least do how to do the maintenance and kind of the 3-month real world update. It's still a no buy for me. I've got several videos on it. It never was a buy for me. But so if a robot that I love, it will have been to my house. It will come back here. I'll do this exact same video, talk about how well is it, how easy it is to clean. This one's not too hard to clean, but that's one of my scoring factors with the hassle factor. So if it passed, so if a robot that I highly recommend shows up on my website, it's going to have the unboxing, how to set it up. Then it'll have the review. Then I'll show you its closest competitor. Let's compare the two. Then I'll take it to my home, do a 3-month real world test. Then I'll show you my scoring system, give it my Just a Dad sticker seal of approval. And those videos will back up what I say. That's going to be the case. I'll never just say this robot's I did one video on it and it's the best thing ever. No, I think we deserve more than that. My job is to get you the best robot at the best price. And that's what I'm trying to do. I don't want you wasting your money on bad robots. If you spent $1,200 on this robot, you would be highly disappointed in it, I think. I was, because there's better robots out there. You can take that $1,200 and go buy a much better robot vacuum cleaner. And I have a new series coming out. So these flagship robots, like I consider this is really not a flagship. It's got a flagship price, but like over here, we've got the Narwhal Flow, we got the Mova Z60. Those robots, flagship, and the Dream Matrix 10, those are $1,200-$1,500 robots. So I've been starting a new series where I do advertising versus reality. So if they show it picking up, like it can mop up a big coffee mess, well, guess what? I'm going to throw coffee on the floor and we're going to see it. I can give you my honest opinion on these robot vacuum cleaners because I purchase them with my own money. I'm not sponsored. I'm not paid. My job, I want to be as honest as I can with these. And it was really hard being honest about Roomba because Roomba's the household name when it comes to robot vacuum cleaners. But right now, there's other robot manufacturers that you may not have heard of that are actually making very good robots. Roborock, Mova, Dreamy. Narwhal's got a couple. They're a couple hit or misses sometimes. Eufy's got some. They're kind of hit or miss. But my website will always have the best robots, and then I'll have the videos to back it up along with my scoring system. So if you purchase a robot vacuum cleaner, the number one thing I tell you is take it out of the box, start using it, keep the box, use the heck out of it for a month. And if you don't like it, send it back. I definitely would have sent the Roomba Max set. Well, I did send it. I sent 2 of them back and I would have sent the 3rd one back, but I have to keep them for testing and I wanted to see the updates and all of that. So again, I do appreciate everybody's support. If you found this video helpful, hit the like, subscribe button. But again, check out my website, justadadapproved.com, and thanks for watching.